Oh.
Send in the car. Send in the car.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1692 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is kicking us off. He also played the great Send in the Car clip if you're watching the video.
It's been a while.
Taping it live. Great clip. Great clip.
It's been a while.
Send it. And also,
I included it at the end of an episode a couple weeks ago, actually.
Nice.
hell yeah. It also reminds me of one of my favorite sketches, very controversial, that we did. Who do you know here? The scene where Tiago's giving PFT his comeuppance for doing something he wasn't supposed
Put your mask on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was, send me the bill. Send me the bill.
Send me the bill. Send me the hospital bill. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it was great. It was, he did it. Yeah.
you
It
did
was
put your mask on too, but send me the bill. Got me.
born to play the role.
All
We'll have to release that and tag PFT.
Oh, yeah. He'll love that. He'd have some explaining to do.
It's a great sketch, though. Great sketch.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Wes, what do you got, though?
I'm going to start us off with something fun, something that everyone can enjoy, something that that Italy is at the forefront of. You surprised? I thought Vegas might have this
Pizza?
but it's Italy. No, they got that too. Groping and pizza and this
Wine. Did you see that they're building a never-ending wine fountain? That's cutting edge.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, so we're going to
Yeah,
talk about something fun. Then we're
cutting
going to get into an update on the biggest topic on Capitol Hill, which is the deportations.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Back to El Salvador.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm going to go second.
Yeah, Mark.
And then I'm going to talk about a very successful heist that makes you think of movies like Heat and such.
Oh, great.
Incredibly successful heist in Los Angeles. Like
Better than the Texas lottery heist.
it might
I
be.
mean, that was more of a scheme, but
It's about the same profit. It's 20 mil. So
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice one.
this
Nice
one's
one.
an actual crime for sure, though. Yeah.
We've lost
Isn't
a
it-
lot of members of the Heat crew.
Cast.
Tom
Yeah.
Sizemore, Val
Yeah.
Kilmer.
Yeah.
I think Wayne Grow went to jail for 20 years for a medical marijuana grow.
Really?
It's hard to be that hot
Trejo's
for a long time, you know.
still alive. Pacino and De Niro still
Podcast.
alive. They're going to do Heat too.
Not
yeah,
the
but
same
it's a
without Kilmer.
prequel. It's a prequel.
Yeah. It's like Dumb and
Not
Dumber.
the same. Not the same without Kilmer. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not. Is Bubba from Forrest Gump alive?
I think so.
Yeah, where he gets the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Dennis Haysbert? Where
He's a core character in Heat.
when
Yeah.
he's like, take this job and shove it. I'm going right back to the life.
No, that's not Bubba. That's the chef. That's Bubba is a cop that works with Al Pacino.
Oh, right, he's the cop.
Yeah, he's one of the cops.
Yeah.
One of the
The other, that's the other black guy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
State Farm
guy.
State Farm guy is the chef. Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm in the
I knew it
hole.
wasn't Bubba.
Tough luck.
That's a tough one.
50-50 on the two black guys there.
I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole with some pop culture news. Surprised Pat and Mark didn't take these, but I'll tell you about them. The latest on Katy Perry and Bynes, because I know you've been waiting and wanting.
Oh,
that news.
I mean, I can help you out. I know a little bit about both those stories.
I'm sure it's going to be JV, but luckily I have the experts here to coach me along. And then Pat, what do you got to close it out?
Well, yeah, I mean, I got a Firefest 2 update.
Is it good?
Ooh.
Not if you bought a ticket, and also Elon Musk has been. We got some just info about Elon Musk's ways of
Oh, yes.
procuring vessels for his seed.
Oh yeah.
Seed
There's all-
procurement.
oh man, there's all kinds of
Sounds like a great
all-
deal.
dude,
does.
that's
If I
perfect.
could get pregnant, I would take him up on it.
Yeah.
No. There's all kinds of shit going on. There's like international spy conspiracies, and it feeds in perfectly because the female pop culture news somehow ends in conspiracy as well. So,
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Packed.
We are packed. Let's get into it. First up, a fun one. As a former degenerate gambler, who's given up on gambling in the traditional sense. Thank you.
Yeah,
This story
way to
makes
go,
me
Wes.
smile because I would not have no problem in partaking in this amazing new form of gambling that an airport in Italy rolled out. I think it's a little bit old, but I don't think we've covered it. So the Italian airport in Venice, Marco Polo Airport, unveiled
Marco
a new
Polo.
a new concept promotional campaign by Casino di Venezia featuring the slogan "Keep Playing," and it's this. Here's the video. It is a roulette baggage claim.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, you get to bet on where your bag
Yes.
lands.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Oh, I bet they're like always
How?
landing two numbers though.
How does Vegas and Reno not have this
I
already?
do
This
not
is
know.
this is disgusting. How the fuck did Vegas get beat to this?
It's
But
cool.
what happens when you land in between two numbers, which you will?
Well, I think you go to majority. And then it's like a split bet, like in roulette, maybe. I don't know.
Whoa.
So what
I mean,
happens if your bag hits a 0 or double 0? Do you get like a cool
If you bet
fucking
on
prize?
zeros,
or
you
something?
win.
You call. It's basically you call your number. Like if you're at a bachelor party, you and your boys sit there and say, "I
It's
got
just
32.
so you can bet with each other
Yeah,
when you stand
right.
there.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no book in the
No,
there's
no,
no
no.
book at the baggage
No.
claim.
No,
you
no,
just
no.
bet with your friends. No, it's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah,
Just
it's
to get in
amazing.
the mood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at its most basic, it's a stylistic baggage claim. At its best,
Oh,
it's a
dude,
gambling
you are
opportunity with
laying
your
down.
boys.
You're sitting there. If you just got to Italy
we're
and
playing-
arrived to that baggage claim,
Yeah.
you're gonna sit there. You're gonna drink at least 3 bottles of wine playing the fucking baggage roulette. Just sitting there with the bags.
It's
I
cool.
mean, it would be fun.
It's
Yeah.
cool. I saw other videos, just some more ways you can gamble. This is I never even fucking thought of this because I'm stupid. But other videos, people were betting on whose bag would come out first, like the over under on how many minutes it would take for your bag to come once the thing started. You can bet on all kinds of shit. Like if you go to Vegas on a bachelor party,
Next
or you're
color
on a-
bag.
Anything.
you could just you can have a lot of fun and
Bring a lot of
real
ones and fives.
take a
Yeah.
real
Well,
boring
let's-
situation and turn it fun.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're gonna have the worst time. I mean, Vegas is the worst place for a bachelor party. In theory, it's theoretically great, but functionally, you leave Vegas, and you're like, I'm not doing that again.
High odds of losing.
Or PFT at his bachelor party. PFT taking some hits today.
Yeah, that was fun though. We got a keg and brought it up to the hotel room
Yeah, we did.
or the bathroom.
He must have got fined for that. There's no way.
Well, his brother returned it, but it was a couple hours late. And yeah, I'm sure.
I feel like we left a
pub
lot
wasn't
of
in great
ice.
shape. Yeah.
A lot of ice in that
I
hotel.
do
I
have
had
to
like-
say,
I had a mental
think
breakdown that strip, I think.
Willie might have gone with me back to the Spearmint Rhino to get my phone, but I got someone else's phone that was the exact same Motorola
yeah,
chocolate
I
as
remember
mine. And then that was the best ever, texting the guy whose phone it
Yes.
was and him being like,
He had nudes.
lose this phone.
We found nudes of a chick on it. Is that illegal?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was his wife. We were like, wow, this guy's okay. He's having an affair type thing. All right.
So anyway, pretty
Well,
cool.
it is Vegas.
The casino said it reportedly led to a 60% increase in casino visits. Just this little promotion that they did, which is
Love it.
genius. That's huge.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It seems
next
high.
time-
Roulette is great. Roulette is
Seems
great,
high.
by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just
I mean, this is just
that's
fun.
just a great game.
Even if you don't have a roulette wheel at your baggage claim, you can still turn that situation into fun by, you go with your girl on the way to honeymoon. You can bet like sex acts, like, all right, you owe me a blowjob when we get back to the hotel room if my bag comes out first, or I'll go down and or I'll
You pay
lick
for
your
it.
ass, and I'll
You pay for
Black
it.
is anal.
yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You can have a lot
It's
of
all on
fun.
the table.
You remember
Yeah.
also on PFT's bachelor party, we had to take Will down 6-1 because he browned out the first night.
Oh yeah,
He was trying to fight us in a 20
we thought we were gonna go out the window.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we thought he was like, we had to like pillow fight him to sleep for a
Yeah.
couple hours.
yeah.
He was
sorry.
taking us all on. Yeah.
No, that was
Okay.
I don't remember that.
Oh, no.
You weren't
He
fighting me. I thought it was
popped up
great.
in the casino a couple hours later. We're like, there he is.
He shouldn't be down here.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of taking chances, gambling, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen took a gamble and flew his ass down to El Salvador on a rescue mission to bring back his constituent, as he calls him, Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia, the illegal alleged MS-13 gang member and family man that was deported by the Trump administration and sent to the El Salvadoran prison. Pat covered that story on Monday, I believe. Remember, the president and Trump said that there was no way he could bring him back. President El Salvador said he'd have to smuggle him back.
Well, Kelly laughed. He goes, you want me to? Yeah. I already gave him to you illegally. You want me to do it again?
Yeah, pretty funny.
Preposterous.
Pretty funny. Now, according to Joe Hutchison at the Daily Mail, I'll take this with a grain of salt, I think, if I'm reading this right, the Biden administration or whoever was in charge of deportations back in 2019 was going to deport Garcia also, but a judge blocked his return to El Salvador, citing that the gangsters were after him, so they allowed him to stay.
Yeah, so that's the one piece of evidence. It's flimsy that he might be an MS-13. Is in 2019 he was arrested,
right,
like loitering with some potential gang members, and one of the cops got a testimony from one of the other guys that they picked up that claimed he was in MS-13.
Yeah, but it sounds like Biden administration was going to try, and then you know, I don't know, then Trump just did it illegally. Many are saying, right?
Well, the judge came in and heard him out and was like, "Okay, you're going to get murdered."
They had to stay on the deportation.
They had to stay on the deportation.
The judge issued to stay on the deportation, and they
specifically that he couldn't get deported back to El Salvador. That was the specific.
But they
could
get
deported, but don't send him back to the place where he's going to get murdered.
Plus, the full backstory on him is he claims that his family got shaken down. His dad owned a business, and MS-13 would shake them down for weekly and monthly payments, and they tried to recruit him and his brother to the gang.
Right.
They attacked the family a lot, and he claims he always resisted. Yeah. The family had to move.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if he is who he says he is, bring his ass back immediately. Right. Now,
you got to get Bukele to give him up, and as you saw,
happen.
Right.
It's out of my hands. How could I possibly?
did this senator get him back? Did he go?
Here's the video he posted at the airport before his heroic rescue mission.
The airport. I'm about to board my flight for San Salvador. The goal of this mission is to let the Trump administration, to let the government of El Salvador know that we are going to keep fighting to bring Abrego Garcia home until he returns to
This is like a pre-Firefest video.
I hope to meet with
I'm going to go have fun.
Representatives of the government.
Firefest.
I hope to have the chance to actually see Kilmar and see what his condition is. But we are going to keep fighting because this is a miscarriage of justice. The Supreme Court has ruled 9-0 that he was illegally taken out of the country,
U.S. Supreme Court,
put in a prison in El Salvador. And this is about due process. This is about rule of law. What bullies do is they begin by picking on the most vulnerable. But if we get rid of the rule of law and due process in the United States, it's a short road from there to tyranny.
Well, I had to give it, the full thing. Be fair.
Needs an editor.
So there you have it. Now, what he said is his goal was to go down there, meet with officials, see how Kilmar was doing in this terrible El Salvadorian prison.
Well, it's to get him back, right?
Hopefully bring him back. Yeah. However,
he's gonna. Yeah, I mean,
he's only got a plan. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a plan. And his plan failed miserably, as when he got to El Salvador, the government basically told him to fuck off.
Yeah, Bukele saw the video, huh? He didn't think about that one where like everybody was going to tag Bukele in it, and Bukele's going to be like, oh, well, what flight is that?
Right.
And then
Bukele is the same one that mocked the judge who ordered.
Correct. The president of El Salvador.
Yeah. He mocked him.
You're flying into his airport, and you post that video when on takeoff.
I'm surprised Bukele didn't lock him up in the.
What did you think would happen when you landed?
Well, El Salvador told them they weren't going to release him because the United States was paying to keep him incarcerated. That's what they said. They said, we can't release him because the U.S. is paying us to keep him. I mean, it's just like it's a game of.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 0.0%
grab ass.
He just wanted to post a video being like, "Look, I'm on the right side of this."
At least he's doing something.
Well, he is from his state. He should be.
If you post that beforehand on your flight into the dude's thing, you know he's going to do something.
He's also on the Foreign Relations Committee.
Yeah.
All right.
But there is hope for Kilmar. Recently, the federal judge Paula Zinnis, I think we talked about
Yeah,
her.
it's Zinnis with a Z.
Yeah, she ordered him to begin disclosing. He was going to refuse that, but now she's saying she will require the government to answer questions submitted by his lawyer and ordered the deposition of 3 witnesses that the government has claimed to have personal knowledge of the situation, and they're going to expedite discovery carried out over the course of the next 2 weeks. So hopefully this will be all wrapped up.
She's demanding every day at 5 o'clock. They need to come with answers, and they're coming with no answers.
Let me throw this out there. He's dead already. He died in prison. Kilmar's
He
dead.
might be dead.
He's going to just tell you what happened. The reason they're not giving you any answers is because he's dead. Is my guess.
Yeah. Now, of course, this goes both ways. The Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem said that we hear far too much about the gang members and criminals' sob stories, not enough about their victims, referring to the mother of
Lincoln Riley.
Patty Morin, whose daughter was murdered by an MS-13 member, and she said that she was very angry and outraged and sad, and that the state officials had totally lacked with correspondence when her daughter was murdered, blah, 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 blah. But the deportations continue, and it sounds like they're getting some real pieces of shit off the street to make America safer. Not
the point. It's not the point. The point is due process. That's not the point.
Right.
It's due process. You could beat that drum all you want. It's like, well, we got to get these bad guys off the street. That's a sleight of hand trick. That's what about it.
MS-13 literally ruined our hometown for a decade.
I mean, we had a fine upbringing, even though
my neighborhood got fucking destroyed by MS-13 when I was in college. I would come back and there was people being killed all over the place.
Their hands were getting cut off. The Herndon newspaper was like, "There's another hand on the bike trail."
Did the murdered people have a good upbringing, Pat?
I mean, we never got murdered. But I hear you.
Oh, we're lucky. Anyway,
but little kids in my neighborhood where I grew up were terrorized by these fucking clowns.
We want to end the MS-13 problem, but in the process, you don't want to send even one innocent person.
Yeah, sure. But you're never going to stop fighting against these fucking idiots MS-13s.
Right.
That's a fact.
Deportations continue. Sounds like they're getting some real, bad people off the street. Here's the White House briefing with some of the latest ICE captures. Okay.
Captured and deported.
ICE Houston arrested a 64-year-old citizen of Honduras convicted of murder in Los Angeles County, California. ICE Chicago arrested a 49-year-old citizen of Guatemala convicted of assault and arson in Prince Williams, Virginia, not far from here.
Prince William.
ICE Denver arrested a 36-year-old citizen of Mexico who is registered as a sex offender and has been convicted of sexual assault of a child in Lake County, Colorado.
Big one for ICE Denver.
ICE Baltimore arrested a 50-year-old citizen of China convicted of sex trafficking in Bel Air, Maryland. And ICE Boston arrested a 46-year-old citizen of Jamaica convicted of 3 counts of rape of a child and 2 counts of indecent assault and battery of a child under 14 in Boston, Massachusetts.
There you go. There's the latest.
So I see definitely no due process. now that they named those.
Yeah, no due process, Pat.
No due process.
Get those child rapers out of here.
Get them out of here. Black bag 'em, man.
Well, I mean, the thing about due process is that if they did enter the country illegally, unless there's a stay on their deportation, the due process is the deportation.
Yeah, but not to like those guys are going to be in fucking prison forever, for potentially not doing what the government says they did. Like there's a problem with that. That's a problem.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying, like, because it's a crime, technically, it's a crime to enter the country illegally. So if you do that and you enter the country illegally, if you don't have a stay on your deportation, your due process is to be deported.
So we have an instance where the guy did have it.
Well, they've been doing this.
Right. We had that one instance, but it's not good.
They've been doing that for forever, right? But usually there's like a period where they're in an American jail and there's a lawyer involved. And
they were letting them go. Remember?
Then they deport them or they try them here. Like this is like they're skipping a step from what we've always done to people here illegally that commit crimes, right?
The process needs an overhaul. We all agree on that.
Yeah,
it needs an overhaul.
It's been changing quite a bit.
Process, yeah.
But these fuckers know they fucked up and aren't doing shit about it.
But if they were convicted of that crime in their home country by a jury, can we just skip the due process here?
I don't know how
Yeah.
it works fast.
But
you can give him back extradition. Yes,
but Bukele, but it's tough to trust Bukele, who's like, he's coming to kiss the Trump ring. He's like sitting there saying, "I'm not doing." I don't know. It's tough to trust those guys when they're coming to just kiss the ring. It's just a ring kissing situation in the Oval Office these days.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
those are crimes that were committed in the U.S. from illegal people, right? The guys like
I don't know.
Those were that list. That list,
Yeah.
yes.
So that's different than what you're saying, Wes. If someone committed a crime in another country, came here legally, and there's still an outstanding crime, we extradite them if there's a request for it. If they commit a crime in the U.S. in the past, I think there's been like a process where lawyers get involved, and judges get involved, and they're like, they go through.
I think it used to be a lot. It used to be a lot more friendly to the illegal immigrant. Now it's obviously under Trump. Obviously, under Trump, he's going the opposite way and saying, "Hey, your initial crime of illegally entering the country is all I'm going to care about."
Investigate to see if the crime was committed, usually.
But if they convicted them,
but Mark, what I'm saying, illegally entering is a crime, so he's just jumping straight to the deportation on that.
Yes,
every time.
But we don't need to give child rapers more due process if they've already been convicted in the United States. They can just be deported. Is that what they're saying?
That's what they're saying now. Yeah,
he's going to err on. Obviously, Trump is erring on the side of deportation in all cases.
I'll agree with that.
That's.
I mean, if they're saying that these people got convicted
to the point where he's making some mistakes potentially,
you're not going to get them for those type of people, Wes.
Yeah. But are they U.S. citizens? I don't know.
Yeah, what gives him the power in El Salvador over the court is the fact that the El Salvadorian president can basically nullify the court's ruling. And so I think that's what's so frustrating for everybody about the El Salvador situation.
This prison's just so hot right now. It needs people in it,
Well, he told him to build 5 more because he's going to send the homegrowners there.
5 more. I mean, it probably takes, a day to build an El Salvadorian prison?
That would be really, like, if he started deporting Americans, now you're talking about a serious departure from the
everything he talks about, he does.
Yeah.
That's he's talking about.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated on it. It's a hot topic, all right.
Live comment, Pat. What's your opinion on that senator going to do the visit? You think it was cool?
Someone's got to do something. I think it's all politics is politics, but someone's got to do something. Yeah. If I was his wife, who's an American citizen, his children are American citizens, I'd want to know.
I would say B for effort.
Yeah, I mean, like, he knew what was going to happen when he posted that video at Dulles. I mean, he knew he was just going to fly right back to Dulles. So yeah.
I heard he never even went.
Yeah, did
he didn't even go?
He was there? Yeah.
Maybe he got some pupusas.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to Herndon and took a picture.
If he spent a second in the pool,
he went to a food truck in Herndon.
I did get fucking pissed when Jesse Waters, the fucking Fox News blowhard, was like, they were messing with his grandma's tortilla shop. It was a pupuseria, asshole. Learn something about the culture of the El Salvadorian people.
Pupusas are good. Pupusas are good.
Never mind. There's something else he's talking about.
Bill Maher. He's always been a blowhard.
Oh, he's been a hospital. Bill Maher. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, Bill Maher's a douche.
He's a douche.
He smells his own farts. All right. Thank you, Wes. Man, that makes me want to work out, get fit.
Right. Yeah.
Work it out, Mark.
Maybe I can do that with my Fitbot app.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there.
Got a personal trainer right in my pocket. Actually, it's right here. Okay. Right on my phone. Got the Fitbot app. And the best thing about it is it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You can jump right back in or keep your workouts going, and you can do it from wherever you are. You can tell them you like to work out at a gym, and here's what that gym has. You can say, I like to work out in my garage, and here's what my garage has material-wise. You can say, I like to work out in hotels, wherever. You tell them your setup and what you have and what you're willing to do, what body parts you want to work out, and they say, hey, here's all the body parts you can work out, and we'll show you exactly how with over 1,000 instructional videos. And what time of day do you like to work out? Because we're going to push you and remind you that you said you wanted to work out in the morning, so we're going to tell you it's time to work out in the morning. They're the best. You don't have to go to the gym and pay for a really good-looking, handsome, in-shape guy that tells you you're doing it wrong. Or lady. A lot of female personal trainers too, but that's even more intimidating. So what you can do is just get the Fitbot app, and you'll have a personal trainer right there with you at all times. So that's what I would do if I was you, because 'tis the season. Fat Boy Summer's upon us, and guess what? You can level up your workout by joining Fitbot today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription, or try the app free for 7 days at fitbod.me/hard factor. That's fitbod.me/hard factor. Definitely do it.
Yeah, it's great. We're all using it. We're all getting stronger and all losing weight, which is incredible. If we can do it, you can do it. Fitbod.
You can do it.
I can change, and you can change.
We all can change.
All right. So there was this very successful jewel heist in Los Angeles this Sunday in an operation that could have been in a heist movie or TV show. A crew of around 5 or 6, probably men, they have no idea because these fuckers got away clean, stole $20 million worth of mostly gold jewelry from Love Jewels in LA.
Nice. Oh, I like that place.
Oh, you been there?
Damn.
No.
Jewel heist. That's fucking
I love it.
There's their storefront. They are out of business.
Ooh.
See what that is there?
Yeah, it's a hole in the side of the wall.
Dude, they blew a hole in the side of the wall to get in. That's awesome. So
this been in Hollywood.
I mean, but but this is all like insured, right? This is what I'm thinking.
None of it was insured.
No.
The crew tunneled through, because if it was insured, it might have been an inside job, but it surely does not seem to be. The crew tunneled in through a wall the jewelry store shared with a vacant store lot. So some other store went out of business, but they shared a wall with them.
Smart.
Just one wall, huh?
Yeah, and there was multiple layers of concrete that these guys tunneled through. They were like Andy Dufresne, but tunneling to commit crimes that will land them in jail instead of escaping jail.
Do you think you think about that if you own like a jewel store or a bank, if a store next to you becomes vacant?
A store that has no security at all, no cameras and no alarms? Yes, you should.
Yes, dude. One of the recent cash heists we covered on the show was one of these. They're blowing holes in the side. They blew a hole in the side of like a cash repository place, and they went in and got all the cash, and they got away with it. We're talking millions. And so, this is this is the new technique right here. People are blowing holes.
Well, no, it's an old technique, Willie. That's what I get at. It's been around forever. Like this is a heist movie technique from back in the day.
Well, they're using it well now. They're using it well.
It worked.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that. I guess you would be. I guess you should be nervous.
Worried, you probably need. Can you request to like get an alarm system in that store lot? You know, like the vacant store lot, and pay for it. This might be worth it.
That store did not look like it had $20 million worth of gold. It looked like a pawn shop almost.
Well, they did have giant safes, 2 of them, Wes.
And they blew the safes up too. Damn.
Yeah, this is why it's probably not an inside job, because you see they didn't know the code, but they got in around. But they didn't know a lot. They got in around 10 p.m. Sunday, April 13th, and we only know that because that's when the in-store cameras were cut, and then when the alarm system was disabled. Didn't set off the alarm, no cameras, so they got those before they went in. Wow, pretty good.
Wow, bro.
The crew was good. Did they have insider information? Certainly, maybe, but they at a minimum did their homework because they knew once the alarms were disabled, they had time, and it's assumed they spent 5 to 6 hours in the store getting their steal on because they had to saw through 2 giant safes because they didn't have the combination. So it wasn't like the owner, or if it was, like they were smart enough to be like, hey, don't open the safe, because it'll look like we gave you a combination. So they went in there, took their time, stole everything, and most of the goods were inside the giant safes.
That looks like a cheap safe to hide $20 million worth of shit in it.
Well,
that's an insane inventory, $20 million. Yeah, I'm looking at their Instagram.
It's crazy.
They seem to like kind of be a little famous. Like they have like some rappers and shit that come in there.
It's all gold, and gold's at the highest it's ever been. That's why.
Right, the value is real high.
They had almost 100% gold jewelry, necklaces, and gold items. So
just a bunch of gold ropes and shit. So that when you add it up to the weight,
trillion gold chains.
Yeah, Cubans. What do you call them? Cuban link.
Sure.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Sure, that's probably the proper term. So they cut giant rectangles in the safes, and there's a family-owned business, and it probably wasn't the son either, because the son, unless he's pulling a Gone Girl, was doing all the interviews, and he's like, "This is terrible." He also probably knew the combination to the safes, right?
Uninsured, no way.
And he's the one that said all of it's uninsured, and we're penniless now.
Just throwing this out here. Do we think maybe, because I'm going through their Instagram right now, they got a lot of, 3 days ago, they posted this. They got a lot of Lefty Gunplay, who's a rapper, I guess, hanging at their store. This is one of many Lefty Gunplay videos.
He's got Cuban link on him.
I'm not blaming Lefty, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, maybe you shouldn't have posted that on Instagram.
Right. Look how unsecure and full of gold this store is. It's my favorite store because you can just walk in and grab the gold so easy.
In the past, like with Tekashi 6ix9ine and a lot of the rappers, usually they just get robbed. This time, the crew decided to go to the source instead of Lefty. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Lefty Wall Exploder was here 3 days ago.
Yeah.
You have to look at
it's right next to the vacant lot.
You got to look at the cameras because the thieves were in there scoping it out. So they're on camera sometime somewhere.
Dude, there's cameras everywhere. There's got to be cameras like seeing how they got in there, right? Like
no, the only thing they have is there's some camera angle of 5 or 6 guys that didn't even get the number, which is completely unidentifiable, getting into a Chevy truck on the side of an alleyway and leaving in the wee hours of the morning, which they think might be them. They don't know. They don't know how long they were in the store. They don't know who it was. I mean,
so that's either them or just a random group of drunk dudes
who
was around there.
I feel like every square inch of every major city is covered by cameras, though, right, Pat? I mean,
yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. Like it seems like they should just trace them all the way to where they fucking hit out. But I don't know.
They got one non-license plate Chevy truck, which there's probably 2 trillion of them.
Oh, non-license.
I would not be surprised if they get away with it. I'm pretty sure the last one we covered like this, they got away with it, where they blew up the side of the cash place and then spent all night taking the cash, and they left with millions. I'm pretty sure
LAPD
as of the time we covered it, nobody had found them. So I mean, these guys are the same.
Melt it down, buddy. Easy to sell. Easy to offload gold.
Yep. The LAPD has nothing. And I mean, they're going to have to rely on a loose-lipped member of the crew at a bar, or someone's mistress spilling the beans, or a police informant based on movies I've seen. Don't waste my motherfucking time.
Yeah, they're going to have
what Slick? Say what'd you say, Slick?
Someone's going to spend too much money, like in Goodfellas. And
that's how they're going to get caught. They're themselves, but...
What are you doing? Take off this. What is this? Take off the fucking jacket. Give me the jacket.
Got a Cadillac outside? What the fuck?
Give me what you got. Yeah. Give me what you got.
Then De Niro's going to have to go on a killing spree, take them all out.
Real fucking deal.
What is it? The car's in my mother-in-law's name.
Yeah, we're gonna need a street informant like in Heat to catch these guys. They're clean.
That's crazy.
They're out clean.
Another great heist. Wow, fantastic heist story. Thanks, Mark. All right, let's move it over to the entertainment news. Amanda Bynes. You guys been keeping up with Amanda recently?
Dude, I saw it today. She's not looking
Amanda
great.
Bynes. Whoa, there she is.
Whoa, those are more flattering than the pics I saw of it.
Yeah, me too.
She's bleach blonde now.
Some magazines or periodicals were being real mean to her with close-ups.
Man, whoa, this is her back in. Whoa. Let me pull up a picture of what she used to look like.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what Amanda Bynes looks
I
like.
really didn't know.
I feel like I didn't need to pull that up.
Well,
flip backward.
Yeah.
I didn't really have it.
Well, check it out, Wes. Yeah, I mean, lay it on.
I'll show the audience. I'll show you guys. There she is.
Yeah, that's a vintage Amanda Bynes. Yeah, that's and then in fact that's I
don't know how old she is in that picture.
That's later career, acting career. She retired when she was like 24 or something. So she's of age in that picture, Wes.
She used to make us go crazy.
Before she went totally needed to get help herself. But yeah, now she's back. She's doing some fashion shows and whatnot, because she did have the mental breakdown and the conservatorship and all that stuff beforehand. But now she's back. She's doing some fashion shows, like I say. But she's also announced on Tuesday on Instagram that she is going on OnlyFans. Big announcement.
Okay.
Amanda, exactly.
She's going to put her old pics up?
You're going to need to know. So she's going to be on OnlyFans. And she says, quote, "I'm on OnlyFans now. ! Disclaimer. I'm doing OnlyFans to chat with my fans through DMs. I won't be posting any sleazy content. Excited to join." And it's $50 a month.
Thank God.
DM with Amanda, and it definitely won't be just an AI, judging your dick pics.
That's not what you want, is it? That's what you want, Midge. We're okay.
Okay.
You
think $50?
Did you? Are you gonna? But it's just gonna be the AI bot, dude. It's not gonna. She's not gonna say.
Talking to some Indian guy in no time.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's no way.
You used to drive me crazy.
She's only doing DMs. I think this is only gonna take off if she proves to the dudes in there that it's her somehow, because otherwise, I would assume even giant Amanda Bynes fans, they're going to pay $50. They're going to send the AI person like a dick pic, like 10 dick pics, realize it's not her, and then probably not re-sign up, right? Is that, or you think this is going to work?
Yeah, but she's still going to make some money, dude. Like, she'll get a couple thousand at 50. She's going to, she's gonna make
a
couple $100,000.
Dude, it's a cash in for sure. But no chance she's reading these DMs herself, right?
She hasn't posted any So here's the issue with Amanda.
She's not going to post, Pat. She says she's never going to post. You only can DM her for $50.
But that's fucking stupid. She should post something because it's locked, and you can at least you can see if something's been posted without seeing it. You know what I mean?
Nothing sleazy, and which means no content, and you can only talk to my AI.
Isn't every DM going to be like, let me get something sleazy?
Yeah, of course. It's a dick pic, dude. It's rate my dick. Every DM to Amanda is rate my dick.
I'm gonna post something.
Matt's got his finger on the trigger.
I don't know.
Back right off.
I don't know.
That's my business.
I can't do it. Well, I fucking spent like $175 on that boner raider machine that's never come.
Dude,
yeah, it was like Wes's mask, the alien mask.
Huge scam. Huge scam. All right. Well, that's it. That's it on Amanda. Pat, we'll see if you sign up. Let us know how it is if you sign up. Also, Katy Perry went to space on Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin penis-shaped rocket. And it's really just low orbit space. It's not actual space. It's like an expensive roller coaster ride. But people think that that's even fake, that's not even real. Check it out. So this is the video going viral, right? So here's the door. They've landed and they open it from the inside. And then they're like, no. You got to close that. And then Bezos walks up to the capsule and opens it with like a crowbar thing.
It's already open. Yeah,
he's got a space open it. So now everybody's saying, hey, is this Blue Origin thing completely fake? Because they're like, hey, you know, what the fuck? Why would you have to do the fake crowbar to the door if it was real?
Now, was it Lorena Sanchez or whoever up there?
Yeah, Sanchez.
Would he risk losing those things this way? I don't think he would. I don't think he'd.
No, I did. They just staged the fucking opening of the thing. I mean,
I wouldn't risk them.
My favorite thing though, Willie, I wish you had the clip of Bezos being like, "Go be with your babies." Like Bezos has gone full on 90s wrestler voice, dude. He's got the TRT.
He fell on his face when he was walking.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Hey, Katie.
Bezos is a weird guy. He's like a 5'2", roided out, a 60-year-old. His voice has suddenly become deep at the age of like 62.
I think he wanted to be in the camera shot, which is why he was like, shut the door.
This was a big day for Jeff. I think you're right, Pat. They just staged the door opening because the Blue Origin thing, their shitty rocket ride is real. It's not even that impressive. Right. That's how real it is.
But it wasn't an actual mission because they didn't do anything. It was in fact, the entirety of it was a publicity stunt. So of course when they come down, you're gonna be like, stunt. Stage the door so we can get the whole shot.
To a rocket, right?
You ride in space, but you're just a passenger on top. Like it's literally it's a capsule. The rocket puts you into low orbit for a second, and then you drop back down. I mean, it's cool. It's a great ride for billionaires, but that's all it is. It's a roller coaster for billionaires,
multi-millionaires and billionaires. That they weren't scared.
Yeah,
I mean, Katy Perry literally announced
for billionaires. That's
the
all
set list for her new tour on the. I mean. I've never seen a bigger fail. Like the entire world reacted so negatively to this, because it's like performative feminism.
Well, they're calling themselves crew members and stuff, dude.
And there's a rollback on the performative feminism because they were like 6 like elitist, rich, like spoiled people.
It's like the richest chicks in the world.
Even that's getting blowback. And then did you see Katy Perry's speech afterwards, where she's just spouting nonsense, being like it's a gift from God, like it's like, oh my God.
She has what's it called? She got the thing. She got perspectivism.
Yeah, she got perspective.
She got the thing. What's it called again?
She came back.
You become a better person once you go to space.
Everyone.
Right. You become better than everybody else as soon as you've been to space.
Speech.
Dude, did you guys see the video of her talking
scientific
about before she went up? She was like, yeah, I was just actually listening to a book on tape by Carl Sagan. Well, I had a podcast in the background about string theory going. So I'm just like,
what?
It's like, shut. You were listening to a book on tape and a podcast about string theory at the same time? Shut the fuck up.
That's insane.
Well, your ex-husband's on trial for rape.
Yeah, what you talking about? But we would have lost, to West's point, we would have lost a couple of great pairs. Katy Perry's and Sanchez is up there.
Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of hot chicks in there for sure.
But I mean, look, it does, I mean, that's kind of like that view's cool. You know, I mean,
it's the coolest roller coaster for billionaires possible. You go up to low orbit and then you crash back down. It's fucking awesome. I mean, dude, if I was a billionaire, I'd ride that shit. Dude, nobody else can afford to ride it.
Yeah. The mission statement of Blue Origin talks about sustainability when
it's a billionaire
Amazon fucking boxes are polluting the. It's like it's fuck these guys.
Sustainable about.
You're never gonna get on the fucking rocket. So why the fuck do we care?
No, you have to be a billionaire. That's the whole thing, and that's why it's a fail pad. I think is to your point. It's like they're just shoving it in your face how much of a thing it is for just billionaires. It's literally only William Shatner and the other billionaires that go on. It's a ride for billionaires.
Even invite one poor person. Like usually you do that. Like one lottery winner or one lucky person.
No, not
all
Bezos.
6 titans of industry. It was Oprah's best friend Gayle King and Lorena Sanchez and Katy Perry and 3 other trillionaires.
Come on, Katie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. He's made it clear. It's a roller coaster for billionaires. It's cool for billionaires, but literally nobody else gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Oprah was crying when Gayle King came out, and Bezos was like, "Go see the babies." It was just a shit.
Go see your babies, Lauren. Yeah, go see the babies. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to see him dress up as the Macho Man. So
gonna rip through his shirt. All right, guys, real quick, fucking. Can you believe it, man? Billy McFarland, who went to jail for misleading investors and stealing effectively for Firefest 1. He's put out a statement, guys, on Wednesday that Firefest is still on. Okay, it's still on. It's a really long statement. Let me see if I can find it here. It's still on, but it's not going to be in Isla Mujeres, and it's not going to be in the other location. He said it was going to be in. He blamed the Mexican government, saying they took his money. And they didn't apply for any permits or approve any permits, and then they denied knowing it was going to happen, which he says is bullshit because he was totally on top of it. I mean, he had Antonio Brown booked and everything, but my question is, if you Billy McFarland, why did the statement not say you'll get a refund? Instead, it says it's still happening. We'll let you know when it's happening.
Oh, because he's spent all the money.
Pat,
you're going to go to jail again.
Why
Billy?
would he offer a refund? His whole goal was to steal money from people. Why would you give it back?
He's spent it all on himself already. It's the business model.
Give it back.
Yeah.
So he organized the music for Trump's inauguration. Do you think he thinks he has a get out of jail free card, maybe, and that's why he's like not giving, or maybe he's just that dumb? I don't know.
I think he talked to lawyers, and probably there's some fine print when you sign up for the ticket, and you basically just gave him your money, and there's nothing.
Yeah, the website probably had a gotcha.
I think he probably perfected his scheme after getting busted the first time, but it's the same scheme.
Stick with
right, and it's just you pay him your money, and he takes it.
And it says, like, if the event doesn't happen, no refunds and no takey backsies and suck.
It says the key clause in Firefest 2 tickets is that no refunds will be given for event cancellation, changes, or issues, including those related to weather or cancellation of artists.
So no crying.
Covered. Yeah. Legal scam means you're fucked.
Yeah.
Deal with it, Firefest fans. Scammed again. but you knew that you were being scammed. You knew you were being scammed. So I mean, it's really only yourselves to blame.
But this is worse because they can't even go take the pictures and do the video like the senator did and do the video where they're staying in Isla Mujeres, but there's no one there, and try to get hired for a documentary. Like, he got nothing.
Yeah.
Also, the third-party ticketing services retain all your fees too. You get zero back.
The Firefest is at your house right now. That's where it is.
Dude, Live Nation loves Billy McFarland.
Oh, they wouldn't fucking do business with him. That must have been some shady third party.
Well, whichever ticketing agency that does it, they love him. They love him. Yeah.
All right, real quick, guys. Let's get into Elon Musk and his Legion. That's what he calls his group of kids. He calls them his Legion. Unironically, he refers to the Legion. And a Wall Street Journal article came out on Wednesday that broke down the relationship he has with Ashley St. Clair, right? That's the right-wing influencer who he had a baby with, who she kicked up a ton of muck and dirt. And we learned a lot about his relationship with his ladies and his method of procurement for vessels to carry his seed.
And his text to her being like, I can't wait to put another baby in you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So first
Where
I want
you
you
right now. I'm just waiting for a baby.
I want to introduce you guys first to Jared Bershaw.
Are you ready to join my Legion?
So this is Jared Bershaw, okay? And he's Elon's fixer, okay?
That guy looks like an actor, exactly like an actor. Which actor? Oh man,
that is an actor. That's the guy that played the creep fixer from Big Love, the HBO series. No, this is Jared Burchell. Okay.
Oh,
very similar to him.
Okay.
Right. Who is also a Mormon businessman with a very large family. Couldn't be more opposite than Musk, except for the large family part. And he takes care of all Musk's shit. He runs the Musk family businesses. So he was in charge of giving the $250 million to the Trump campaign. And he was in charge and is in charge of doing all the deals with the Musk harem, so to speak. He had a phone call with Ashley St. Clair. She came out about the phone call she had with Burchell and the conversation she had with him. And Burchell said his number one job was to protect Elon, and they were pressuring her to essentially keep it quiet. They didn't want to come out at all that Elon was the father. They called her at the hospital and were like, hey, leave his name off the birth certificate. And she was saying to Burchell, I don't want my son to be a secret, okay? And I guess they had a 2-hour phone call back in December, and Burchell offered St. Clair some advice. He said his boss was, quote, a very big-hearted, kind, and generous person. But Musk has a different side when a mother of his child goes, quote, the legal route. That always, quote, leads to a worse outcome for the woman than it would have been otherwise.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the fixer. He's the guy who intimidates women for Musk when he doesn't want to go to court.
He gets the best deal.
He gets the best deal.
Yeah. Is he compromised by the IDF? Because there's all kinds of conspiracies about that with this one.
The IDF is the Israeli.
They think the same people that think that Monica Lewinsky was a Mossad asset kind of believe Ashley St. Clair is too.
No, she's not. She seems pretty genuine that she because they keep cutting her pay. So here's what she was offered. She was offered $15 million and $100,000 a month in support in exchange for her silence about their child Romulus.
Well, knock me up, you know.
Yep. During their pregnancy, Musk suggested that they bring in other women to have even more children faster, quote, to reach Legion level before the apocalypse. That's what Musk told St. Clair in a text message.
That's wild.
He says, we need to use surrogates. So he liked St. Clair, he liked her genes, but wanted to essentially, fertilize some eggs and then pop them in other ladies so they could reach Legion faster. The first time they had sex, Musk joked that they should, quote, pick a name for their future child, which is about the creepiest thing of all time. Here's a couple other things. In 2023...
It's not exactly pillow talk right after you've nutted her.
Musk had a meeting with who he described as Japanese officials who asked him to be a sperm donor for a high-profile Japanese woman. He said the text message to Ashley, they want me to be a sperm donor. No romance or anything, just sperm.
Nice.
He didn't say who the woman was. Tiffany Fong, who's a cryptocurrency influencer who's covering Sam Bankman-Fried, and Musk started liking her posts and reposting them. And I guess she got a DM from Musk saying, do you want to have my baby? Which, like,
want to join the Legion?
I gotta, like, that's
the easiest way to get in with that guy.
That's the fucking creepiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just DMing women like, do you want my seed? Do you want my seed?
That's when you know you've gone completely insane as the world's richest man. Is when your first DM to somebody is, hey, you want to have my kid?
Yeah, you want my kid?
Yeah, this guy claims he works 140 hours a week, shows up to every Met Gala and event ever, and he's DMing 20 times a day and taking trips to seed people. Yeah, he's really working hard.
Yeah, he's got time.
So he's got plenty of time.
The creepiest thing is he built that compound down there in Austin. He bought that compound and he moved in the woman who was the CEO at Neuralink, who he got pregnant. He moved her and the 4 kids in there, but he really wants all the women under the roof. And all the other women are like, fuck no. So it's just really her down there.
Big love.
Chicken coop.
Apparently she has, quote, special status, according to some
you said
insiders.
He was opposite of the Mormon guy, Pat.
No,
she seems to be the head. You know, in every good polygamy, there's a head wife, and the Neuralink chick seems to be the number one side piece.
She's just there alone.
If I asked AI to create an image of a hot Jewish spy, it would be Ashley St. Clair, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean that's people believe her and Monica Lewinsky are Israeli assets.
That's what AI would give you. The hot Jewish spy, please.
Yeah, she could be an AI asset, a Russian asset, or she could just be a woman who's reacting to this very terribly creepy situation. Anyway, they cut her.
IDF,
Israeli.
more like IVF, you know what I mean?
Israeli.
Yeah.
They took away her $15 million and they cut her allowance to $20,000 a month. That's where she's at now. Anyway.
Also, people think the IDF may be involved with that Siemens CEO because Siemens had just signed a pledge against Israel right before that helicopter crash in the Hudson.
There you go. Lots of conspiracies out there.
Siemens
That's
executive.
the show.
I don't believe that people are blaming the IDF for anything. That's crazy.
Man.
That happens.
Bonus dog. Sorry to cut you off, Pat, but we got to do more pop culture. Justin Baldoni just created a website that has 160 pages of Blake Lively's text to him and emails that paint her in a bad light. And it's public. You can go. You can go read 160 pages of her personal shit.
Baldoni strikes again. He won that one pretty handily, and he's gonna keep winning. It sounds like
That's gonna be my read tonight. Get out there and have a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!